Watch the ride.
Well, hey everybody, hope you're all doing alright out there. We've had a lot of storms recently, and this is just a bright gap between them. We had massive electrical storms, and if you're wondering why I didn't go riding in any of them, it's because the rain was possibly the strongest rain I think I've ever experienced, and I've found myself saying that repeatedly over the years, and these storms just seem to get more and more intense. Anyway, moving on. My bikes are going to need some work this winter, and obviously as a YouTuber, and with the way that YouTube works, I need to have content to put out so I can pay my bills. And I do know that most of you, or a lot of you, like the mechanical work. Did you just nearly go off the road? Or was it just a hole? Anyway, I need to do a bit of maintenance and stuff, so that's one of the things I plan to do. And I'm holding off doing anything really until the weather really turns, and then, you know, because it's difficult to get out when it's peeing down with rain. These storms are a perfect example of what I'm talking about. So what needs to be done? Well, the XJ6 needs oil change, filter change, air filter change, probably, or at least a clean, going over a bit, and it might need a new clutch. It's right on the end of its adjustment, and I need to double check the secondary adjuster to see if I can gain anything back there, but I have a feeling the clutch is on its way out, so that will be a clutch plate change for that. And then the DR, it can go two ways. As you know, when I did this bike, the last Restoration Z as it was called, and I took this bike from being extremely rusty and in a bit of a state to one of the cleanest examples, I did this during COVID, and I could not send the frame off to be powder coated. There just was not an option. And I decided as a test to actually spray paint the frame using Halford's spray paint in cans in my garage. And a lot of people said that it was a terrible, terrible idea, and I'm like, yes, that's the point. I just want to know how long it's going to last. I did a pretty good job on it actually, and as it turns out, the paint looks great, and there's only a few places it's corroded or chipped, which is actually quite... where the chips are is completely normal and in line with what normal paint would do. So, I have the option of cleaning up where it's come off and respraying those bits and just keep doing that, or I could strip the entire bike down again, which wouldn't be nearly as much work as the restoration product because everything else is in running order. It's just basically taking the frame down and sending it off to get powder coated and putting it back together. But the thing is, I don't know how interesting that would actually be, because I'd want to have the frame powder coated white, the same as what it currently is. But it would be better if it was powder coated rather than sprayed. As I say, this paint job has lasted way better than people think, and the reality of it is it just took a long time for it to fully cure. And I'm thinking maybe I could have baked the frame a bit or something, and that might have made it better. But anyway, if you don't know what I'm talking about and you're interested in this sort of stuff, go into my playlists on my channel and look for Restoration Z, and there's also Project Divi and a couple of other videos. It was an entire series on doing a load of mechanical work to these bikes. Well, as I say, bikes need maintenance, so there might be more of that this winter, and that's what I'm letting you know about. Another thing with the DR to consider is the fact that I still have all the original plastics. These are a new set, and the original ones, I could do anything with them. I could, you know, spray them, I could wrap them. I wouldn't want to spray them, they're plastic, they'll bend, the paint will crack, it will scratch easily, it won't be worth it. So it would be a vinyl wrap maybe. I don't know, it's just, that's another option to think about. I'd also like to do some more streaming in the winter. But the thing is, the times that I'm really available to do it, when I'd like to do it, and when I have quiet time to do it, is weekdays during the basically working hours, which obviously isn't ideal for most people. Most people it's later in the evening or at night, I assume. I don't know, I don't really watch many streamers. Well, I do like being able to do, because now we're not really doing Q&A so often, I do like the ability to have a chat with you and answer questions. I mean, obviously on Discord you can do that, but you know what I mean, as a bit of audience interaction, participation and all of that, I did really enjoy doing it, and I would like to do more, and I plan to. It's just not every plan I have ends up happening the way I wish. And as always, I'm open to suggestions. If you've got any ideas and things you'd like to see me do or talk about, then do comment below and let me know. Now, a lot of times people will make suggestions that, you know, would end up costing me thousands of pounds, and I don't want to go into the ins and outs of YouTube and explain again I'm earning less than minimum wage doing this, which is a problem and is becoming a bigger problem as time goes on, but I don't have the same abilities to, you know, do things that maybe gigantic channels have. Like people are like, oh, buy this bike and do this, and it's like, don't have a space for it, don't have the money to buy it, you know, it's just, I wish I could do more stuff like that, but I don't have the budget to do that. So realistic ideas would be great. Yeah, that's basically all I wanted to cover. Let you know what I've got planned for the winter is bike stuff, hopefully streaming stuff, and everything and anything between I can think of or do. So yeah, comment below, hit the like button if you like these ideas, help support me on Patreon if you want to help me do these things, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye bye.